Welcome to Design Pages in Schoology. Once you become comfortable with creating assignments in Schoology, this is the next logical step, and it has some serious advantages. First, it provides accessible resources for all and helps level the playing field for our ELLs, 504s, and special education populations. It establishes a supportive online environment, and it keeps kids on the farm, which means kids are staying within the learning management system to complete activities and avoid some of the dangers of the World Wide Web. It provides enriching learning with some engaging content and engages all stakeholders, educators, students, and parents. Let's begin with where do I find Schoology and is it safe? First of all, Schoology is our learning management system that the district has adopted for our school students and families. We find it in Humble ISD portal, and students as well as teachers will log in with their district credentials. Courses in Schoology are created nightly in eSchool, and updates are synced nightly back to Schoology. Therefore, teachers should never need to create courses for their students. It is safe. It is very, very safe, especially when students complete all their tasks in Schoology using embedded resources that you've put on a Schoology page. And that's what this video is all about. This avoids the dangers of the World Wide Web. So let's start out with just a basic Schoology page. As with anything else, under resources, under add materials, you're going to click add a page. Then you're going to check the gear icon, which you see here, and select edit. Then use the tools on your screen and add your text, your title, your objectives, instructions, and expectations, same as you would do for a regular Google assignment, Schoology assignment. Now this is where you're taking your Schoology to the next level, embedding resources. This is what makes it super cool. How do I embed resources directly on my page for students to access within Schoology? Well, you're going to get used to the toggling between the editor and the HTML page. And you're also going to get comfortable with copying and pasting. So when you have your embed code, otherwise known as iframes, what do you do with it on your Schoology page? Well, open the Schoology page that you want to create. Click the gear icon on the right side and click Edit. And with the page editor for that page open, above the right scroll bar, click the bottom of the two dots. There's two dots. Click the bottom one, and that will open the HTML page, and that's where you're going to paste the code here. You copy the code from your resource, and you paste it to your page here on the HTML page. And this is what that looks like. Now don't worry. You don't need to be a professional HTML professional to make great Schoology pages. You just need to be able to find the code, copy it, and paste it here. And this is the biggest and most important advantage because it's keeping students in the learning management system and away from the dangers of the World Wide Web. And with practice, you will get used to toggling between the normal screen and the HTML screen. And again, you don't have to be an HTML pro to make great Schoology pages. You just need to know how to copy, how to see it. So let's continue with embedding resources on my Schoology page. Well, there are lots of places you can go to get the embed code. One is Google Drive for any of your Google Drive resources, YouTube, and other popular tools. Let's start with our embedding resources on Google Drive. When you're in Slides or Docs, you want to click at the top of your screen on File, Share, then Publish to Web, click Embed, and select your options, then Publish, then Yes. And we'll look at an example of that in just a moment. Another resource is on YouTube. Locate the video that you want to embed, and underneath it, click Share, Embed, then copy the embed code. And you will find the embed code as one of the sharing options in many of our popular tools that we use here in the district. So what if I don't have the embed code? Well, there's another way to get it. You can find embed codes, otherwise known as iframes. And one very good tool is iframe generator. And here's a link to get the code. You're going to copy the URL here. You can click Preview or Generate. Preview will tell you whether or not you can get the iframe, and some sites protect their iframes, and you may not be able to access it. That's just the way it is. And then you will see the iframe generated code, and that's what you'll copy back to your Schoology page. So let's take a look at what this looks like. Let's practice. So I've opened up one of my Schoology courses. In this case, it's my Librarian Sandbox course. And I want to add materials. And this time I'm going to come down to where it says Add Page. And click that. Okay. Now this is just your typical editor page. And I can add a page title. In this case, I'm going to call it Practicing Schoology Pages. And this is where I can type anything else I want to type, my instructions, my expectations, maybe my TEKS or my objectives. All the usual stuff. But this is what makes it beautiful, because right now I'm on the regular editor page. This is where I can switch to HTML. Okay? And that's what the HTML looks like for the page that I have so far. Not bad. But I need HTML code from the activity that I want my students to do. So I'm going to go get my activity that I have over here on my Google Drive. And in order to get the code that I need, I'm going to click on File at the top under the title of my assignment. And I'm going to click Share, Publish to Web. Okay. It defaults to links, so I'm going to click Embed. These are my options. I can start the slideshow as soon as the player loads, or restart the slideshow after the last slide, and then I'm going to hit Published. Okay. Now, in this box, I have my embed code. So it's already highlighted for me, so I can hit Control-C on my keyboard. And I'm going to go back up here to the tab for Schoology, press Enter, and paste as plain text. Then click Create. And there's my page. If I click the page, this is what I was typing, and there's my embedded item from Google. Let's practice getting an iframe from a YouTube video. So I've opened up my YouTube channel, And I'm going to come down here to where it says your videos. Any videos that I've uploaded to YouTube are going to be here. So this is actually the one I want. I'm going to click this video. Click it again so I can have the options. I'm going to pause that. Now, what I want is I want to share this video on my Schoology page. So I'm going to click share down here below the video. And here is my option for my embed code. And this is all the code. So all I got to do is highlight all of that. And I'm going to click Control C because I want to copy it. Now I'm going to go over here to my Schoology course. And I'm going to go back to my resources. Okay. This is the page that I want to add. This is the page that I want to add my content, practicing Schoology pages. So I'm going to click the gear icon and click edit. Okay. Over here, I'm going to switch from my regular editor to my HTML editor. Now you can see I already have some HTML code on this page already. I'm simply adding to it. So I'm going to Control V, and that's my YouTube video. At the bottom, I'm going to click Save Changes. Now let's take a look at the page and see what it looks like. So I click on it. All right. This is what I had already pasted. And this is the new video that I pasted. So I still have all my content within the learning management system. And when students click on it, they're still going to be within the learning management system, the LMS, and that's going to keep them away from the World Wide Web and all. Let me share with you an amazing resource for science and math. These are PhET's interactive simulations. And I'm not even going to log in. I'm just going to click simulations at the top. And for the purpose of this, I'm going to click Earth and Space. All right. Now I can filter this many different ways, but I'm not going to worry about that today. Today I'm going to select one simulation. And for us, I'm going to click on Gravity and Orbits. I can watch the simulation and I can practice it and see if it really is what I want. But for grins, let's just say I've already done that and I like it and I want to use it with my students. So now underneath the title, Gravity and Orbits, there's my button to get my embed code. So I'm going to click that. There's my code. And this time there's a button that says Copy to Clipboard. All I have to do is click that. Let's go back to our Schoology page. Click Materials. Here's the page that I want to edit. Okay. I'm going to switch from the visual editor to the HTML editor. Press Enter and then paste. Save changes. And let's look at the page. Okay, this is all the content that I've been adding to this page. And there's my PhET simulation. Pretty cool. Another pretty cool resource is called WordWall. Now, this one is set up so that I have to upgrade to access their full library of resources. But I'm going to do a little workaround, and I'm going to Google it. I'm I'm going to type in word wall, community, and math. And then I'm going to click enter. And this is what it gives me. Math Teaching Resources Word Wall. That's what I want to click on. And these are some resources. Now, granted, they look pretty elementary. All right, here's one that looks pretty good. I'm going to use the coordinate plane and equations. Okay, so I can start it, so I can take a look at it, decide if I like it or not. And let's, for grins, just say that I've already done that, and I decide, yes, I want to use this with my classes. So I'm going to click the share button underneath. And actually, what's even better than that is there's an actual embed button underneath share. So I'm actually going to click that one. And there's my HTML code. I'm going to click the copy button and go back to my Schoology page. Go to materials in my course. Here's my page I've been working on today, and I want to edit it. And I want to add something from via HTML. So switch to the HTML editor here. Press enter, Control V, save changes, and then preview my page by clicking on it. And here's some other things that I've already put on the page. My instructions, my Google Slides, a video from YouTube, a PhET simulation, and there's my label diagram, coordinate plane, and equations.